Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honor to the Apostle Nails of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the brother that preaches the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, have mercy upon you. Just blowing the horn a little bit, y'all. Concerning Trump, I just went to YouTube and put Trump lying about ceasefire between Iran and Israel, and a whole lot of videos popped up. So in other words, Trump got caught. Excuse me. I just watched about 15 videos, man. People catching Trump in his lies, and I watched the video. A couple of videos, about 2-3 videos, cause it was just too many to put on the screen, man. So I just Googled it. Just Googled it, not Googled it, but put it on YouTube. Trump lying about ceasefire. And then the video popped up, and I said I might well do a video. So I don't know what videos I'm gonna pop, or what I'm gonna go into. I might just start with the first ones that you see on the screen at the moment. All right, but clearly Trump told a damn lie. So let's get this first video right here.
Hi, Mr. Wonderful here. I don't waste time, and I definitely don't waste money. I joined Start Engine as a strategic advisor.
It's not for that.
Iran strikes back, launching missiles.
Now, name this video. Trump says Israel and Iran agree on ceasefire after Iran attacks on U.S. base. Now, this CBS Evening News, right? Okay. Now, I know this for a fact, right? Because I've seen too many videos already. I already investigated it. I've been doing it for a couple hours now. Now, this video say, this is CBS Evening News now. They say Trump says Israel and Iran agree on ceasefire after Iran attacked on U.S. base. That's a lie. It's a damn lie. When Trump said that it was a ceasefire between Israel and Iran, Israel and Iran came up and say, no, we didn't say anything. Then they fired at the Air Force base, and they said that they had, now there were several conflicting videos concerning, okay, one thing I do know is that Iran fired the same amount of missiles that they used they say that they used when they fired on them. But a bunker bust. I mean, so evidently that those missiles that damn, I can't remember how many they said it was. But anyway, they fired the same amount that they fired on them when they did what they did with those bunkers. I thought it was just 3 of them, but apparently they must have hit it with that, and then they had hit it with a few more missiles, right? So, but Trump said none of them got through except for one. And then he said, but that one, they didn't worry about it because it went somewhere else. So that's why he said that one that they didn't, that got through. So it wasn't going to hit the Air Force base, so they just, but I seen 2 other videos that they say 6 missiles got through. Now this is the Air Force base in Qatar, which is located in so-called Middle East. They all are, but this is the largest Air Force base that's in the so-called Middle East. So Trump lying. They lying concerning the hit. They always gonna lie, just like Israel. Israel always say Israel get bombed with missiles, and then they turn around and say what? Well, well, we stopped all of them, but 2 and 2 got through, and no casualties. Just lies. This is what they do. This is the propaganda that they be feeding the people, and you got a lot of these fools be soaking it up. Those lies that these news medias be publishing. But we're gonna watch it. We're gonna hit this right here. It's about 7 minutes. I don't know how far I'm gonna go or whatever, but I'm gonna chop this thing up just to show concerning Trump, DJ Trump, and the news media be lying. Here we go.
On a U.S. military base in Qatar.
Those missiles were knocked down. Now will tensions in the Middle East cool down?
From CBS News headquarters in New York, this is the CBS Evening News.
Total ceasefire.
This comes after Iran retaliated today against an American attack on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities.
Now, see, this is the. Let me get this capture off here. Okay, so this is the letter that Trump wrote, and just it was a complete liar concerning complete and total to my ceasefire, right? So this is the letter. I don't know if they're gonna read the whole thing. If they don't, I'm gonna read it myself. So here we go.
Over the weekend, Iran sent missiles across the Persian Gulf targeting Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar.
That's the largest American military installation in the Middle East. Thousands of U.S. troops are stationed there. President Trump on social media said that Iran provided early warning, which led to no Americans being wounded.
The president says Iran's nuclear facilities have been obliterated. We have reports from the Middle East and Washington. Nancy Cordes at the White House begins our coverage. Nancy?
Maurice, the president's announcement comes just a few hours after that Iranian attack that appears to have been designed to avoid casualties, essentially a face-saving move so the Iranians could say they retaliated against the U.S.
See, I think this is a well, I know it's a lie, right? Because like I just said, I just watched two I couldn't pull all them videos up, man, and you know, it was just too many because I watched several of them, probably about I know 10 or better, right? And it was just too many to try to formulate, you know. And I know probably, you know, I probably been in wee in the morning, we be out in the morning trying to put all these videos together with him. So I just typed in that again concerning Trump lying between Israel and Iran's ceasefire. So I'm gonna skip through this crap here because all they doing is trying to let me see something. Hold up. Yeah, 6 missiles got through. 6 missiles got through. They said 6 missiles got through, but you know they're clearly saying that the Air Force base was not hit at all.
More U.S. fire.
You know what? Let me see something, y'all. Let's read some comments in real quick. Let's read some of these comments. Let's see Let's see if they say it. Prayers for no war, people want peace. Okay, Iran firing those missiles at they spelled it wrong. It's Qatar. But giving Trump a heads up is their way of saving face, but showing they did something as well. This is a good opportunity for a ceasefire. That's BS. Let's see what's in about a quarter of 100. The amount of people that don't see this. Same way U.S. saved face, giving heads up to Iran goes both ways. How the hell the U.S. gave them heads up when they said they gonna give them 2 weeks, and then turn around in 2 days and then hit them? See, you see, these people are. Hey man, you know, this is why you got to use discernment when you reading, and you just can't take one video and then run with it. Then take 1 or 2 videos. You got to actually go through quite a few videos. And a lot of people don't read. A lot of people don't let. The video might be 15 minutes, and they might listen to about 30 seconds or to 1 minute of it. Then they go make a video about it. Okay, Eric Wayne, how about testing Qatar Air Force Air Defense, then decide what ordnance to send? Whatever. See, Joe say, I suggest all military in different countries not to use missile aim firearms. Use only sword, spears, and civilians, and garbage. Iran foreign minister just announced that there is no such thing as ceasefire. See that? That's a video. That's one of the videos I seen. The foreign minister himself said that there are no. Again, Iran foreign minister just announced that there is no such thing as a ceasefire. Then when they hit the Air Force base. After that, okay, reporter John, damn thing ain't working here. John, the White House says that Trump will be heading to his Gulf course tomorrow for early the tea and begging and growing that he should receive the Nobel Peace. Anyway, Sean say, I bet Lindsey Graham is upset. What is color Americans need to learn? Trying to get some juicy stuff here. I remember when ceasefire arguments were not peace treaties. And you know, this is the same way that they said that Trump lied about that ceasefire between Israel and those little proxy wars with I can't name all them damn groups. I mean all them people that we know. Y'all know what I'm talking about concerning Israel and Palestine and those little groups. Let me see. Hold up. Okay. Swift Jr. says, I just seen this here. He said Iran attacked and failed. Please stop. Trump, my wife won't sleep with me. Lord, these people crazy. Some people just get on here and just act a damn fool and rage quits. I heard not true. I heard not true. We cannot be what? Gullible. Trump keeps doing better and better. Let's see what they say. Facts. What's other chores? Iran. Well, they're like a bunch of people. Let me see. Iran has violated ceasefire after missile. See that? Here it is right here. ABC 123. Iran has violated ceasefire after missile hits apartment building, killing 3. See that? You know. Let me see. When it was, okay, that was 17 minutes ago. Israel did that many times. So, in other words, so they said, so see, there it is right there. So they saying that it was ceasefire. I mean, not only was they firing on the Air Force base, they still was hitting Israel. They still were hitting Israel. They was going back at one another. So during the time when Trump said that it was a ceasefire, ABC 123, whatever the name is, said Iran has violated ceasefire after missile hits apartment building, killing 3. And then the guy say, well, Hurley say, Israel did that many times. Yeah, of course they have. Let me see. He isn't speaking of either country. Exactly. Let me see. Hold on, let's see something. So, in other words, he's lying. And people know, they know he's lying, but you still got a bunch of, most of these people are going to be naive. Most of the people of the world is going to be, especially over here in America, they're going to be naive and they're going to believe everything Trump say / news media. Iran has the right to defend itself. To the elephant in the room, predicting Trump's so funny for asking ceasefire. Why he won't ceasefire? He is boastful person now won't ceasefire. Yeah, Trump, as you like this letter this guy about to read, right? Listen to this letter here. If he read it. Trump proud boy. You tell me Esau ain't the most proudest man on the planet, boy. Let's see if he's gonna read this letter.
Cameras captured the moment more than a dozen Iranian missiles were shot down before they could reach U.S. troops.
They launched a very limited number of weapons number that we could almost certainly intercept.
Retired General Frank McKenzie led U.S. Central Command during Trump's first term. He says the U.S. attack on Iran this weekend left Iran with 3 options.
They could have gone with a calibrated response, a massive response, or no response. From what we've seen so far, they've chosen a calibrated response, which is a very limited strike at one of our installations.
And what does that tell you?
That tells us the Iranians are searching for an off-ramp.
Iran's target was the Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, which President Trump visited just last month.
The war. See, man, they be lying, man. Let's see. Here go the letter right here. Let's get to this letter here. Let's get to this letter.
Trump responded, "I want to thank Iran for giving us early notice." Iran's attack came 42 hours after these B-2 stealth bombers.
Man, let me read the damn letter myself, man. See, they picking through this here. Okay, let me read this letter. It said, Iran has officially responded to our obliteration of their nuclear facility with a very weak response, which we expected and have very effectively countered. There have been 14 missiles fired, 13 were knocked down. Just like I was saying earlier, they said that 1 got through, 13 was knocked down. But this is what he said, and I was set free because it was headed in a that's what I was saying earlier, a non-threatening direction. So that's what they say. But I read I had some of these, I don't know these people's names, but they had a report and they did their interview, and I seen 3 of them say that 6 missiles got through. And they said Iran, they just, fired the same amount that they gave them when they came over there and did what they did. That's what everybody was saying. I am pleased to report that no Americans were harmed and hardly any damage was done. Most importantly, they have gotten it all out of their system, and there will hopefully be no further hate. I want to thank Iran for giving us early notice, which made it possible for no lives to be lost and nobody to be injured. Perhaps Iran can now proceed to peace and harmony in the region, and I will enthusiastically encourage Israel to do the same. Thank you for your attention. This is a bunch of hogwash, which is a bunch of lies. Let's bag this up. Let's get some of this these in here. This is nothing but a bunch of lies here. Let's see something. I'm gonna find one of the independent channels, man. I'm not going to no CBS or Fox News because I already know what they're gonna say, right? Let's see something here. Hold on, let's see. Breaking Trump ceasefire for Iran on 1 second. Let's see. Man, like all they putting up, man. I was trying to find one of them, couple of them independent. Boy, look at this here. Trump declares Iran ceasefire. Man, they putting all this to the back. Look at here. All I see is the new coverages. Look at this here, boy. You tell me these people don't control this crap. Let's see. Donald Trump big remark on Israel, Iran. Okay, let's see something right here. Why is Iran-Israel ceasefire being phased into instead of immediately coming to a halt? Let me hear this guy. Let me see something right here.
In the update that President Trump announcing a ceasefire in the war between Iran and Israel. The president says the ceasefire will start in about 6 hours, which gives both of them time to wind down their current missions. If you were a soldier in a war and you knew a ceasefire was imminent, would you want to finish your current mission or just try to end all the bloodshed immediately?
If I was called into a war,
yeah.
No, I wouldn't want to finish the current mission. I would be thinking,
that's crap. No agreement yet. Iran rejects. Here we go right here, y'all. Here we go right here.
The latest information that we have is that Iran has issued a fresh statement on the ceasefire matter. Remember, just earlier, the Iranian foreign minister had said that there's been no ceasefire, no talks or agreements of a ceasefire. Now, he's come out and on a post, he said that Iran has said its continued military operations till the last minute. It said that the forces had continued to respond till the last minute, till 4 a.m. And remember, Iran had suggested 4 a.m. as a deadline for the truce earlier. Remember, Donald Trump as well had come out and said that a truce has taken place, a ceasefire has taken place. Now Iran has hinted at a ceasefire just after earlier rejecting any sort of claims of a ceasefire or an agreement of a truce. Now the Iranian foreign minister again has posted on social media, and his post, of course, in fact reads that military operations of Iran to punish Israel for its aggression continued until the very last minute at 4 a.m. This, of course, is a hint that the fact that ceasefire has already begun, and there was a last moment of fighting that took place between Iran and Israel. Remember, these developments are coming after Iran had in fact attacked a US base in Qatar. Post that, Donald Trump had downplayed the attack and had said that
he downplayed the attack. That's what he did.
That a truce has taken place, a ceasefire and has taken place. He thanked both nations, Israel and Iran as well, for coming together for this agreement. We'd seen immediately after that Netanyahu, Israeli Prime Minister, had held a cabinet meeting. And now Iran's latest statement says that its forces had responded till the last minute of the fight. My colleague Vishal joins us with more details. Vishal, now.
This bull here. Let's see something here, y'all. I might have to bag it up. I might have to pull some of this stuff off my phone here, bro. They don't look like they doing the right thing here. I don't see. Let me see something here. Trump says Iran and Iran agree ceasefire that could end the war. Hell no. Well, I tell you, talk some BS. You know what I'm about to do? Ceasefire between Iran. Man. Boy, all I got is Fox News. I should have, damn. Let me Google this real quick, y'all. 1 second. Let me Google this right here. Did Trump lie about the ceasefire between Iran and Israel? Okay. Here we go right here on the very first one. Tehran Times. Iran has not agreed to cease fire. Trump is lying. Okay, let me click on this here. Iran has not agreed to a ceasefire. Trump is lying again. Tehran Times understands that Donald Trump's claim of an incoming ceasefire between Iran and Israel. Now look at what I'm reading now. Look at what I'm reading here now. This is Tehran Times, right? It says Tehran Times understand that Donald Trump claim of an incoming ceasefire between Iran and Israel is another one of America's president's lies aimed at what? Pressuring the Iranians. Trump took to social media in the early hours of Tuesday to announce that the two sides had fully agreed to a ceasefire effective in approximately 12 hours. The president appears to be making up a new lie to force the Iranian government into accepting a ceasefire, believing that the move could pit the Iranian people against the officials and create domestic dissent. See, how in the hell why would they believe anything? I mean, think about it now. When they said that they were going to give them 2 weeks, and then Trump turned around and then hit them in 2 days, You think they're gonna turn around now and believe Trump concerning a ceasefire, and then they're at a ceasefire, and then they're not gonna hit them again? Come on, man. They're not doing that anymore. They're gonna keep pounding them people until they can't compound no more. Until what? But guess what? You know, it could stop. You know, we don't. Well, right now, it just don't look like it's gonna be an all-out war between which is well, it's gonna be all-out war. Eventually, it will, because this is prophecy, playing out. But you all still got to go through Jacob's trouble. We are the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. You are a lot of people got to suffer over here in America. I mean, really suffer before the end comes. You got to be tried in the MOTB, so you're gonna be tried. And no, you're not gonna get the easy way out, and the easy way out would just be just gonna burn you. No, a lot of you all got to get that suffering. A lot of you all got to get what you got coming to you, and mainly you women. Trump previously lied. Yeah, I said it. Trump previously lied about needing 2 weeks to decide whether he will attack Iran's nuclear sites. He also engaged Iran in indirect talks for 2 months, while he had already decided that he would have Israel attack the country's nuclear, military, and civilians. Like I just said, I just pulled this mess up, and then they right on the line of what I just said concerning them. Why would they believe him? He said again, he also engaged Iran in direct talks for 2 months, while he had already decided that he would have attacked the country's nuclear, military, and civilian infrastructure. And that's exactly what he did. Them people not finna be no damn ceasefire, man. Trump says looking for real end, not ceasefire to Israel conflict. Okay, Trump previously, Muhammad Mohammadi, advisor to Iran's parliament speaker, was one of the first figures reacting to the fake announcement. The U.S. and Israel are lying. They want Iran to put down its guard so they can escalate the tension, he wrote on X. The Iran-Israel war began on June 13. Israel launched unprecedented attacks on Iran residential buildings. They lied and said they was attacking they bases and they planes and this and that. This news right here say Iran-Israel war began on June 13. Israel launched unprecedented attacks on Iran's residential buildings and nuclear sites, while Iranians were preparing to attend the 6th round of talks with Washington. Even before then, they was in talks with Washington, and then what happened? Israel attacked them again, man. Huh? These people are not going to. I'm seeing I find a video now. These people are not gonna fall for that. Man, Iran ain't gonna fall for that crap no more, man. They gonna keep pounding Israel over there, man. They gonna keep pounding their asses because you can't trust them. They just can't be trusted. I don't see no independent news around here. All these devils right here like they. Let's see, striking peace in the Middle East. Happy with Iran striking peace. We see. All this right here is propaganda right here, y'all. I don't see no independent nothing. You know what? Let me do this here. Let me Google. Let's go to Google, y'all. Let me Google this here. Let's Google this here. Google might give me a video, a better video than what I am. Trump. Let's see some Trump. Lying Concerning what? Cease fire. Let's see. Let's see what come up. Here we go. Okay, Trump claims ceasefire reached between Israel and, let's go to the video. Let's go to the video, y'all. Let's see what they're gonna give me. Okay, Trump called out for lying. Okay, let's pull this. Let's see what this is about here. Let's see what. Oh, y'all gotta see.
Travel can be a nightmare. Luckily, you rented your car.
Breaking news. Donald Trump has officially been caught lying about a ceasefire between Israel and Iran that he never brokered, and that neither...
See, independent, man. You got the independent news. This little guy, I don't know who the little guy is. Adam Mockler. He's the first one that jumped up. He must have got some good information up in him, so listen up.
Side ever heard about. This reads, Iran has not received any ceasefire proposal, senior official says. Even the Islamic Republic of Iran state media said, quote, the ceasefire proposal put forward by U.S. President Donald Trump is completely false. No official or unofficial ceasefire proposal has been received from Iran. Quote, in response to the media fabrication, the Islamic Republic of Iran will, within a few hours, demonstrate the falsehood of this claim to the Zionist regime through direct and on-the-ground action. Throughout all of this, Israel continued to escalate and strike Iran repeatedly, and this fabricated claim is a high-stakes lie that is just going to continue to inflame tensions in the Middle East. Look at this. They are saying, to demonstrate that this is a lie, we are going to take ground action. We're going to take on-the-ground action in Israel, which is terrifying, and to continue. Let's start off with the post that Donald Trump made, and it's a complete lie. A lot of mainstream media is just posting this, covering this, and not pointing out that it's a lie. But on this show, on this channel, we will push back. Make sure you subscribe to the feed below if you want the truth injected in your feed multiple times a day. This reads, congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire, parenthesis, in approximately 6 hours from now when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their progress, final missions, for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. So he's basically setting these weird arbitrary timelines that neither side seem to have agreed to. He's saying that in 6 hours, there's going to be a 12-hour ceasefire, and after this 12 hours, the war is officially ended. He then tries to label it the 12-day war, which is very, very odd. He's trying to label it some, grand war to act like he cut a ceasefire. But before I play this clip of J.D. Vance being confronted about this exact thing, can I just point out that Trump has already tried to broker 3 or 4 quote-unquote ceasefires since he became the president, and each one has only benefited authoritarian nations. The biggest one we can...
See there? Like he said, it's six ceasefire lies. This little guy here got some good let's just hear him out.
Talk about is a 30-day ceasefire he tried to broker between Russia and Ukraine, where Ukraine agreed to lay down their arms, but Russia used that as an opportunity to trick Trump's dumbass and continue to gain territory and land and everything of the sort. Here's Brett Baer asking J.D. Vance, hey, what if Israel or what if Iran didn't hear about this?
Would you be surprised if Iran is sending out signals that it doesn't have a specific ceasefire plan? How would the communication have been with the Iranians to get this level of confidence to put out that detailed statement?
I never use phone cases, and here's 3 reasons why I should stop using them too. Most phone cases are not MagSafe compatible.
Well, see, he's basically being asked, the President of the United States just put out a detailed statement about ceasefire timelines. How in the hell was there a communication breakdown at this level where Trump didn't even coordinate with the Iranians?
Would you be surprised if Iran is sending out signals that it doesn't have a specific ceasefire plan? How would the communication have been with the Iranians to get this level of confidence to put out that detailed statement?
Well, one of the things I've learned, Brett, about the Iranians in the past, 4 or 5 months that I've been in this job is what they say publicly and privately can sometimes be very different. I think what the Iranians have shown very clearly is they don't want this war to go on for much longer. Their air defenses have been totally destroyed. Their conventional missile program has been largely destroyed. And of course, their nuclear program has been obliterated, as I said before. So I think the Iranians are at a place where they don't want to keep on fighting. You saw the president, and I don't have the truth in front of me.
And no, you don't have the truth because you're telling a damn lie. These people, hey man, it is what it is, man. If you,
But he talked about the next 6 hours, finalizing the attacks. I mean, I think what he's talking about is right now, for the American people watching, it's dark over there. That's typically when the Israelis and the Iranians have been shooting at each other. I think there's some recognition that might continue for another few hours. And tomorrow really is a new day. The end of the 12-day war, the end of the Iranian nuclear program.
It's not the end of the 12-day war. It's not the end of the tensions in the Middle East. Again, the ceasefire proposal put forward by U.S. President Donald Trump is completely false. Can I also point out that U.S. officials have conceded they don't even know the fate of Iran's uranium stockpile. J.D. Vance was confidently claiming in that interview that it's been destroyed. Their nuclear capabilities are no more and will never be any more. But no, both Vice President J.D. Vance and Rafael Grossi, the head of the international...
They turned right around and bombed the Air Force base. In Qatar. So how is it's completely destroyed, man? These people, Esau eating with that forked tongue, be lying till they can't lie. And y'all will see this here and y'all still be riding with them lying. Amazing.
Atomic Energy Agency, or the IAEA, acknowledged questions about the whereabouts of Iran's stockpile of near bomb-grade nuclear material. Trump said that it was completely and totally obliterated, but it doesn't seem like that's true. We're getting weird, murky intelligence, and not about some small-time thing. This isn't like the military parade where there's mixed signals and it seems kind of lame. This is an actual war breaking out in the Middle East, and Donald Trump is lying about ceasefires. Trump's ceasefire was not supported by any on-the-ground developments, zero official statements from either Israel or Iran. Israel's public response was categorical denial, saying this was fabrication and U.S. deception, while Israeli officials have remained silent. Let me just show you like how the AP has been reporting this. They say Trump says Iran and Israel have phased in a ceasefire over 24 hours. But when they cite this, they just cite Trump. Trump says. Then Trump suggests full ceasefire will begin. They just cite Trump's Truth Social post as if it's the truth. Then, Vance calls Israel-Iran war an important reset. Okay, so you've cited Truth Social and J.D. Vance. Have you cited anybody else here? White House reposts Trump's social media post. Notice the pattern here. AP is just reporting like the same three sources. The White House, Trump, and J.D. Vance. It might as well be the same source. Then we continue. U.S. House Speaker praises Trump. What is this propaganda feedback loop? You guys see this, right? The Associated Press is just regurgitating whatever the Trump admin is saying. The sources
that's what they doing, just regurgitating the whatever Trump's saying. He write a post, and they all get it, and they all roll with the story. They all roll with the same lie.
They've used so far. The White House, Trump, Vance, Speaker Johnson. But then they say Iranian state media has no word on Tehran response. No comment from Israel and Iran UN missions. Iran's mission declined to comment on Trump's ceasefire post, and the Israeli mission said it had no immediate comment. And then 250 Americans have been evacuated from Israel, and Iran warns Ramat Gan in the Israeli military. So the ceasefire is not really ceasefiring, and the way that the AP, the Associated Press, is covering this is pretty disgusting. You guys see my point, right? They are just regurgitating the Trump admin with no critical thought and having small footnotes that say, no comment from Iran, no comment from Israel. Like, dude, you should have a headline that says, Iran and Israel never claim ceasefire, while Trump sends long manic posts about ceasefire. Maybe you don't have to include the word manic. That's my word. But look at this. He sends out a post that is meant to seem like a ceasefire, but it's a lie. And he's done this multiple times in the past with other countries, where he makes deals, or he announces deals that aren't confirmed, deals that fall through almost immediately. Bro, just focus on domestic politics. All that America First stuff is now starting to sound pretty good when you're actually actively engaging in the Middle East. I would argue that America First means having a strong, healthy society.
All right, man, y'all see it. This little brother here, man, I Googled it. Adam Mockler, his video, the first one jumped up. So, you know, there you have it. There you have it. The lies that Trump is spewing to my some ceasefire. 12-day war. Oh my goodness, man. Let's see what I'm gonna. I guess I'll leave DJ Trump with that, y'all. I done went 40 minutes, y'all. I'm just gonna hit a short couple precepts, y'all, and I'm gonna close this out. I already drove over 40 minutes. Habakkuk. I'm gonna go to Habakkuk 2. Start at the top. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am what reproved, meaning rebuke or correction. But verse 2, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. In that vision, which is the scriptures, y'all, that he may run that readeth it. You know, we have been said this here. I mean, even before me, man, decades before, decades before apostles, the apostles started with apostles to haul on down. These men been blowing the horn concerning prophecy like no other, right? And we've been telling you all concerning Israel, concerning the war, concerning Russia, and what was going to transpire, and in Russia going, but y'all couldn't see it. Why you couldn't see it? Because you're not listening to the prophet, the true prophets. You know, none of you all are hearing these or anything about wars and rumors of wars in none of these churches. They're not talking about none of this. And all they do is giving you a good song and a good dance. And most of you all, that's a great possibility. You might get hit at noonday while you're in your church dancing and singing. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Real quick, let's go to let me go to the Apocrypha, which is 2nd Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, meaning say before. You all have always been warned about this, just like you have been been told about what Jacob's trouble and all the hell that you're going to go through, that food shortages, water, you name it, the MOTB. You all have been told and been warned warned about these things, but most of you all have did what? You turn your head, you wag the hand, and you just pushed on with what? And continue to be wicked and serving your belly, your own belly, should I say. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth. The mouth of who? The prophets, saith the Lord, and cause thee to be written in paper for what? For they are faithful and true. Paper, which is the what? The Bible, the scriptures. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity, that word incredulity meaning you all's disbelief or unbelief, of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So it's just a matter of time before you all catch that fire, right? Let's verse 2 again of Habakkuk 2:2. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Verse 3, for the vision is set, it means yet, for what? For an appointed time. And what that vision is is the Esau Edom downfall. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. So all of the lies that these people, this propaganda that they continue to feed the people, soon those lies that they are telling it's gonna manifest right before their eyes. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, which is what? The kingdom of heaven. Because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So that knows they call Halal Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rokak Wadash, Shalom.